Hey everybody, it's Carmela, your favorite business coach here to share some tips with you on today. I'm going to make sure everybody can hear me good and make sure I'm in the right place, honey. Oh, yeah. Y'all can hear me real good. That's why I had to use these headsets so you just kind of keep the background noise where it needs to be. All right, perfect. So once you jump on, make sure you come and say hello. Drop in the comments. Let me know that you're there. We're going out in 3 different places. So whether you're on my business page, my personal page, or my YouTube channel, I welcome you on this Wednesday afternoon. I just wanted to jump on real quick for a few minutes and share some information with you. We got a new audience, is several new people that's here on my page. And so first, let me welcome you. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out with me. Um, Thank you for, I know y'all watch my reels and you give feedback and all those cool things. So I do appreciate you. I do appreciate the engagement. I do appreciate the feedback. And I appreciate you also as my customers. So I wanted to start by sharing a few things. So my name's Carmela Williams, and I am a business coach. I'm certified through the John Maxwell team. My mentor, John Maxwell, is the #1 leadership guru in the world, and so I've been trained under him and his team now since 2015. So it's been 7 years, and it's been an amazing journey. It's been an amazing ride. We provide services in 2 areas. One place that we provide services in corporate, where we go in and do staff development, and we do leadership training and development. The second area, which is what you usually hear me talk about a lot here on social media, is business coaching. And so we provide support to business owners to help you take your business to the next level. That's it in a nutshell. We're here to help you put those strategies in place to help you in 4 areas. We help you master your numbers, which includes your pricing. But you got to know those numbers every single month. You got to know whether you're operating in the black, whether you're operating in the red. And in those months, after you've learned your systems, after you've put a strategy together, and after you've tracked everything for a while, you realize that certain months numbers are really high and stable, and certain months numbers are low. And so during those times, during the low times, we help you put a strategy in place so that you don't have to experience that again. So the first thing we help you to do as a business owner is to master your numbers. The second thing we do is to help you master your message. There's nothing worse than when somebody asks you, what do you do? And you give up this long list of 10 or 15 things. And they say, oh, okay, well, that's good. They don't know how to send business your way. They don't know how you can help them. You have to be very clear and concise on who you are and what you offer. Usually, if you were to ask me as a business coach, what do I do in my business? I can tell you in 30 seconds. As a result of my coaching services, my clients master their numbers, they master their message, they master their calendar, and they master their audience. Who do you know? That's it, right? And so we help you master your message so you can be very clear and very concise. The third thing we do is we help you master your calendar. um I love it when my clients are say things like, I'm booked up for the next 3 months. I'm now booking for August, September, and October. Because they understand their calendar, they understand what they can do. Y'all, let me tell you, just because being overwhelmed and overworked is not the goal of your business. You want to have your prices to a place where you can do the work and you will be happy because of the revenue that's coming in. But you can do it in such a way that your client will be excited as well, because there's a quick turnaround time and the work is done at a very high quality, right? Whether it's a product or a service. And so mastering your calendar also means that you know how to schedule out your time. Your time is so valuable. That's why, number one, mastering your numbers and mastering your prices is so important, because a lot of times we will price our products the same way we were paid as an employee. So you hear me talk a lot about the mindset, the CEO mindset, because you don't run your business, you don't trade dollars for hours the same way you did as an employee. You will do value-based pricing as a CEO. And our trainings help you to understand the difference. And then the fourth area is to master your audience. Because sometimes the reason nobody is purchasing is because you fishing in the wrong pond. So I want to help you to not only identify who your clients are, but for you to go to where they are and make sure that you have a presence there. Y'all know that I'm in BNI, and the founder of BNI is Mr. Ivan Meisner. And on one of his podcasts, I think it's podcast number 753, he talks about the police chief from the movie Jaws. And the first time he got a glimpse at the great white shark, he was out on the boat. The fisherman was in the boat. The guy, the one that was steering the boat was in the boat. There's three of them out on the water in the ocean. And he was leaning over and he was throwing this stuff out into the water to attract the shark to him. And he was leaning over and he threw that stuff out into the water. And then that shark came up and he got the first glimpse of the shark. He stood up, he froze, and he backed up and backed back into the cabin where the other guys were. And he said, I think you're going to need a bigger boat. I think you're going to need a bigger boat. I absolutely love that podcast because what he was saying about you need a bigger boat is that the current resources that you have are not big enough for where your business is going. I'm going to pause and make sure you understand that. Somebody drop in the comments, I need a bigger boat. Drop it in the comments for me. I need a bigger boat. The current resources that you have are not big enough for where your business is going. When you first got started and it was just you and you could do 5 t-shirts here and 10 t-shirts there, you could do that. And you had a big enough boat for that. But when you started doing t-shirts for the school, and when you started doing t-shirts for the rec department, and when you start doing t-shirts for the manufacturing companies in your area, you need a bigger boat. You need bigger resources. You need to hire some help. You're going to have to collaborate with somebody else. Are your prices right for all the extra time that this is going to require? There are so many different things that you have to take a look at, different strategies that you have to take a look at to make sure that you are maximizing your time. Make sure that you're maximizing that message. They understand who you are, what it is you're doing. Make sure that you're maximizing your audience so you can attract in the people that you feel good about doing business with. Make sure you're maximizing your numbers so that you are not only doing these big orders when they come in, and then they only come in once or twice a year, and then you forsake your regular customers or the people that comes in on a regular basis. We have to look at all of those things. So if you need some additional resources to take your business to the next level, I would love for you to do one of two things. One, if you go to that website, Linktree Carmela Williams, you have access to a lot of different things. One of them is my group. So in the group, the training room for hungry entrepreneurs, I do a training in there once a week. It's absolutely free. I give you free content. This week we talked about, I don't remember because it's all running together. This week we did the 24/7/30 rule, and then I also did one on self-sabotage. That's what we did this week. We talked about self-sabotage, identifying it and replacing it. We've talked about insurance, why you need certain insurances in your business. There's different things as an entrepreneur, especially if you are a new entrepreneur. You need to know these things and you need to put them on your to-do list. Certain things you need immediately. Certain things you need in year 1. Certain things you can get in year 2. Certain things you can get year 3, so on and so forth. But you still need a plan. And it needs to be a part of your plan so that you know when to do what. So on Thursday night, tomorrow night, June 9th at 7:00 p.m., I'm doing a one-night free boot camp. Make sure you register. The registration link is in the description. We're going to focus in 4 areas: creating a launch plan, because just because you roll out a new program and just because you roll out a new product and you post it one time, that is not a launch plan. Just because you post a flyer and tag 98 people in it, that is not a launch plan. Let's talk about what a real launch plan looks like. And I want you to bring your questions. I want you to bring what it is that you're doing to the table so we can do on the spot coaching and training so I can help you work through what a launch plan would look like in your business. The second thing we're going to focus on is closing the sale. You're bringing a lot of people to the table. You're creating a lot of interest, but why are they not saying yes? What's missing in that presentation? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about leveraging social media. There's no way I can do a boot camp without talking about leveraging social media. When my business pages, well, even now my personal pages, they have this professional mode now. And when Mark is doing this new stuff, I'm talking about Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook and Instagram, when he does new stuff and you jump on board, they push it out because they want other people to see it as well. And so you have to leverage those social media pages. There's ways to monetize those social media pages. There are basic things that you can do to be invited in. They will pay you. I have been getting paid on Facebook since the first of this year. Now, I also have a paid account with TikTok, but I've made more money in the 6 months with Facebook than I have on TikTok, and it doesn't require as much time. You got to figure out where your audience is, and then you got to show up there consistently. And then the last thing we're going to talk about is mastering your message, because you can have the best service in the world, but if you can't talk about it, if you can't close the deal, if you can't effectively communicate it, then you're going to leave money on the table. So you got to be confident. I hear people all the time say, well, I ain't good at speaking. You ain't got to speak. You are good at talking about your business. And that's all you got to talk about. The benefits of doing business with you. The problem that you solve when they do business with you. That's the only thing that you need to be talking about. Join me on Thursday night, 7:00 p.m., and we're going to work through these 4 areas. The link is in the description. Make sure you register, because you do have to register to sign up. And if you missed that one, just jump into the group. Jump into the group, Training Room for Hungry Entrepreneurs. There's tons of trainings in there, y'all. I started that group when COVID started. And started putting entrepreneurs in that group. That group has 2 years worth of training material in there that you have full access to, unlimited. So listen, I would love to do business with you. If you got questions, again, if you go to my link tree, there's a place on there where you can schedule a discovery call. It's a complimentary 30-minute call where we can see if we're a good fit. If maybe you don't want something free and you want to do something a little bit more detailed, book your discovery call so you can see how I flow, I can see how you flow, and we can see if we're a good fit for each other. I only do business with people where we are a good fit and it's a win-win. I love you guys. Have an amazing day, and I hope to see some of you on Thursday night.